We're back for another week here for the weekend preview for Los Alamitos race course. And Christopher Wade, you are at Los Alamitos right now on a Thursday afternoon. It is the daytime season still going on. There was a pick six carryover today over the daytime. How's it been up to this point? Has it been favorites dominating?
Yeah, it's been kind of chalky throughout the day thus far. We had a nice long shot. Then the last race at 16-1, just could not go by that odds-on favorite. That would have spiced things up quite a lot in the pick six and the late pick four, but that's the way it goes.
It is. Well, nice winner last week. Skyline Jess got the job done. It was a field that was scratched down, but you were able to get the winner there with Skyline Jess.
Yeah, it was a nice size horse. He had some trouble in the prior race, and we thought he had a big look at the outcome. A couple scratches in there, made it a short field. He got the victory, albeit at a short price, but all accounts of getting the winner's circle and got there. Short price, but he did get there.
Yeah, all right. Let's take a look at this weekend's program. Actually, we'll take a look at Saturday's program. And Saturday also for the daytime players, if you're on site, if you want to go down to Los Alamitos during the daytime, be part of the NHC handicapping contest where you can win a seat to the NHC there during the daytime thoroughbred program at Los Alamitos. But let's talk nighttime. Race 8 on Saturday night, which is the last race on the program. And there's quite a few horses in this field, Chris, that are coming out of the same common event.
Yeah, there's a number of horses that do come out of the same affair. You got a total of, I think, 3 or 4 in this event, actually 4. And I'm going to go to the horse down on the inside. Six Sports Checks JL did run a very good second in that effort. First time for Valentin Zamudio. The winner of that affair was the 3 El Katie Cartel. Also was Burning Dream and Checks the Blue. So the very common affair. You got 4 of the 6 coming out of the same race. But this horse, first time for Valentin, broke from the rail, got a little fractious. As you can see right there, moving the head around, broke slow away from the barrier and hopping and then veering in away from the gate. This horse combined the manners could be a big look here. So he broke slow, veered in, brushed the side of the gate, and that takes a lot out of a horse, but still showed some solid speed, was right into the lead throughout, and came up a little bit short versus El Katie Cartel, was just flying down the lane with a clear path to the outside. Won well, but this horse, watch the gallop out there on Six Sports Checks JL. Galloped out into the lead around the turn. This horse combined the manners inside the gate and break. Has done well from the rail box and is up there at 7-2 in the program and has a big look. If this horse could just mind the manners, hit the side of the gate, lost the momentum, running a little headcock sideways, but showed some solid speed and just came up a little bit short in the wire versus El Katie Cartel had a big finish on the outside with a clear path to the wire.
And I'm in agreement with you that I think the outside post benefited El Katie Cartel that night, but I was very encouraged by the way Six Sports Checks JL ran, despite kind of brushing the gate, breaking a little bit slow. Tonight the post, even though Six Checks draws the rail, the El Katie Cartel draws gate 3. I think that might give a little bit of an edge to the 1 if she can break better tonight.
Yeah, because she broke from the rail last time, first time for Valentin Zamudio. On the prior effort from the rail, did win from the inside post. So this horse has run well from the inside box prior. And second time Valentin, if this horse can just break and run a straight course, has a big look there at 7-2 as our price play in the racing card as well.
It's going to be a fun race there to complete the night program on Saturday night. 8 races on Saturday. And Chris is going with Six Sports Checks JL. Chris, I know you're tackling other simulcast signals for the Night Lives program. What you got in store for the viewing public this week?
Well, I got lots of races being piped in from Lone Star Park. They got 12 races on Saturday evening. We're going to try to help the public on our Nightline program there in the back with races 3 through 12. And then Albuquerque has 4 races, starting out with an 870 race, kind of like a long shot in there. So give that horse a look on the outside post in race number 7 at Albuquerque going 870. First time on the stretch and has a look in that event. I think like 7-1 in the program.
All right, sounds good. We'll keep tabs on all that. And also best of luck with Six Sports Checks JL, Saturday night race and rate. And nice winner you gave us last week. So let's try to stay hot here in the program this weekend.
All right, boss. You have a good night.
Daytime Southern California Thoroughbred Racing continues at Los Alamitos through September 25th. Stakes action will highlight the closing day Sunday as top juveniles face off in the Capote Stakes. Top juveniles will race in this 6.5 furlong race. Plus, the closing day Sunday will feature mandatory payouts on all multi-race wagers. Daytime Thoroughbred Racing continues at Los Alamitos. With our traditional $2 pick six, the exciting action continues at Los Alamitos through Sunday, September 25th. For more, visit losalamitos.com. From the sale ring to quarter horse racing's biggest stage, graduates of the Los Alamitos Equine Sale have qualified to major stakes all around the country. Frivolous won the 2022 restricted Grade 1 Governor's Cup Futurity at Los Alamitos. Sicario V qualified to the 2022 Grade 1 All-American Futurity at Ruidoso Downs. Plus, many more graduates have also qualified to major races. The Los Alamitos Equine Sale returns with more outstanding prospects, October 1st and 2nd. Find your next star at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale.
Welcome back. Now joined by Michael Wrona, the voice of Los Alamitos. Michael, you're in the booth. We're just recording this Thursday, right after the races wrapped up for the day. There was a pick six carryover, but I checked the results. A lot of favorites winning in that pick six sequence.
Yeah, in matter of fact, 6 for 6. Only race one, I think, today out of 8 races was won by a non-favorite. So the pick six was struck by many, and in a way that's good because the spoils were shared far and wide. I think the pool got over $100,000. So we start again from scratch tomorrow for the Friday race. But, of course, we're recording on a Thursday to talk about the weekend of night action, Saturday night in particular at Los Alamitos.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Saturday night's program and the quarter horse size on Saturday night. 8 races on that program. And by the way, if you're in the area for Los Al, for the daytime on Saturday, as we just saw in that commercial, Michael, we'll have the Los Alamitos special, the highlight stakes event, but also a handicapping challenge there for the handicappers for the to win a seat for the NHC. So stop on by Los Alamitos and you get to hear Michael Wrona both during the day at night.
Actually, Jose, the stakes race did not fill for Saturday.
Okay.
But we do have a 10-race card, and I'm told, haven't seen the Sunday field yet, but I'm told there are 11 on the Sunday afternoon, the closing day of the thoroughbred meet. So 21 races Saturday and Sunday afternoon combined.
All right, so we'll be looking forward to those 21 combined races over the weekend to conclude the daytime season here at Los Alamitos. Let's talk about Saturday night's program, 8 races. We talked to Christopher Wade about a selection just before you joined us. And now we're looking at race number 5, this 300-yard maiden event in this spot. And we got a field of 8 runners set to post.
Yes, and I'm interested in number 5, AP Tricky Fire, who's had 2 starts, was only 5th of 6 on debut, but the trifecta horses all came back to win next time out. Shy Guy, Pragmatic, and Flagstaff. So it was a very formful race. Then they put the blinkers on for start number 2, which is the replay we have for you. August 21st had gate number 2, was a bit rowdy in the gate, and unfortunately, even with the addition of blinkers, began rather poorly. In fact, AP Tricky Fire was the last away here from gate 2 and was tightened very soon afterwards.
And you mentioned there was an addition of blinkers there that night. He is listed as a first-time gelding also for this coming race.
Yeah, was Blinker's first time for start 2. You can see him getting crowded a little bit. He was in tight in the first 80 yards or so, and that's him just behind the leaders near the inside. And ultimately he finishes 5th. But look at the gallop out. It's not bad. He actually shows some signs of life in that gallop out. So factoring in the slow dispatch, and the fact that he's now had 2 starts, and as you just mentioned, Jose, goes as a first-time gelding this Saturday night, I think that there's reason for optimism. I think third time could well be the charm for the Cesar de Alba-trained AP Tricky Fire. They tried the blinkers for start 2, and now they're trying the first-time gelding angle for start 3. And I've got a feeling with a good dispatch that he might end up in the winner's circle. The winner of that race that we just showed you was VF Bonafide, who came out last Saturday night to upset a couple of well-regarded allowance horses, Temple Court and Fired Up for this one. So there are next out winners out of both of this horse's races so far.
Yeah, that winner, BF Bonafide, I believe, was a Jose Flores trainee, that won that allowance that you mentioned last weekend, and defeated a couple of well-meant runners. So it was a solid winner, BF Bonafide. So it's not bad. It's not too bad of an effort that AP Cricket Fire came back on August 21st.
Yeah, I think he's ready to take a step forward and be right in the finish. He's 5-2 on Ed Burgart's morning line. Before we go, Jose, want to just touch on the Mildred Vessels Memorial from last Sunday.
Yes.
And it was a stellar cast, and that newcomer from the Intermountain region, Idaho principally, was terrific, Patty Saint.
Yeah, she was. And, I was able to watch her replay of the AQHA Distance Challenge last year at Albuquerque to kind of get a gauge of what she could do. And I was impressed with her gait speed and her consistent gait speed. But she showed up once again, and she looked very, very sharp there, taking out the Mildred Vessels.
Yep. But, Nymphet, given it was just her third start, lost no admirers.
No.
She has immense potential, and she'll continue to be a force going forward. And Kiss Through Fire, surprisingly, so far off the early pace, but she was doing her best work late, wasn't beaten all that far.
No, she kind of hesitated and missed the break completely, Kiss Through Fire. But for her to get into the money kind of tells you how good she is to be in the mix of things. But I'm in agreement with you. I think Nymphet, I like that they went right back and tackled the great ones immediately, kind of to gauge where she was at. No shame in running second to that more experienced filly.
For sure. All right, well, mate, I'll hope to get a decent night's sleep tonight on a Thursday, because it's going to be pretty hectic, pretty busy heading into the weekend. But looking forward to what should be some great afternoon and nighttime action.
Thank you, Michael. Looking forward to hear your voice. Have a good afternoon, and we'll see you out there this weekend at Los Al.
Hooroo!
Ed Allred's Rolling A Ranch, dedicated to the breeding of world-class quarter horses, like the Governor's Cup Futurity winner Frivolous and All-American Futurity finalist Sicario V. Ed Allred has another great consignment of yearlings at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale, October 1st and 2nd, with yearlings from the families of world champion He Looks Hot, Circle City, FDD Dynasty, Monopolist, Up and Atom, She Goes Up, and more. The yearlings from Ed Allred's Rolling A Ranch, October 1st and 2nd. Daytime Southern California thoroughbred racing continues at Los Alamitos through September 25th. Stakes action will highlight the closing day Sunday as top juveniles face off in the Capote Stakes. Top juveniles will race in this 6.5 furlong race. Plus, the closing day Sunday will feature mandatory payouts on all multi-race wagers. Daytime thoroughbred racing continues at Los Alamitos. With our traditional $2 pick six, the exciting action continues at Los Alamitos through Sunday, September 25th. For more, visit losalamitos.com.
Well, it was a good week for both of the price, the long shot of the night and the lock of the night last weekend on the show, as both came through. Both were the 6 horse, and both were from the outside post in races 7 and 8, if I remember correctly. And actually, they were both for E.G. High Desert Farm. So it was a good weekend on the show. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here. Saturday night, race number 7 is where I'm going to take a look at my strongest opinion of the night. There's 2 races left. You know what time it is. Late daily double time. Race number 7, 300 yards for the quarter horses. These are 2-year-old fillies. We got a group of 6 runners going that distance of 300 yards. Lady Dusty will be the 2-1 morning line favorite for Paul Jones and Parsons Ranch. Was a pretty nice, solid second on debut under the guidance of Jesus Ayala. And this one then came back with a non-threatening 7th against that maiden field on July 30th. But then ran an improved 4th last time out. So she's going to be one of the main contenders. Sweet Fire Girl comes out of the Los Alamitos Claiming Futurity trials. Ended up finishing 4th behind the eventual Claiming Futurity winner, Hey Shaker. Got a couple of first-time starters. Stranley out of that multiple grade winning mare, Quirky. So she's well-bred. Pretty solid 1240 workout on August 23rd for that 2-year-old filly by Third Cartel. 10 out Arena by FDD Dynasty out of Constantina for Paul Jones. 1250 and 1260 were the gate workouts in June and August. KR Bikini Bar comes out of the finals, so the Los Alamitos Claiming Futurity, and then finishing a pretty solid 3rd. But she has been the defeated short price favorite in a couple of tries already. So she's kind of been disappointed a few bettors in a couple of those starts. But the horse that I'm liking here is going to be Black Mesa, homebred for Dr. Steve Burns. This is by Favorite Cartel out of Tomahawk. And if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, that makes this filly a sibling to Squidward and Constituent, who I believe were 1-2 finishers in the Governor's Cup Futurity a couple of years ago, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check, but off the top of my head, I believe that's what it's coming to my mind. But Black Mesa, well bred by Steve Burns. And let's take a look at that September 11th effort, which was her second start and also a little bit off a layoff. So here's Black Mesa on September 11th. She was the 7th horse in this field of 8 runners. She was 30-1, so she didn't take much betting support this night on trials night. She broke okay there from gate number 7, but then she's going to begin to lug in. You can see the rider goes to the left hand, and she begins to continually drift in and want to move inwards, which did not really help, the rider at all. So she was a little bit difficult to ride throughout, but she still kept on pretty willingly. I thought it was a pretty solid 4th, given that she was chasing a pretty solid final 8th of 9.68 set by the top 2 runners, Ricard First and Muy Bien Corona. But that was, I think, a good comeback effort, given that it was her second start overall and her first start since May. So she didn't, I think she would have been a little bit more effective if she kind of kept a straighter path. But she's still lightly raced. She's only had 2 starts. Oscar Penado jumps aboard here tonight. She's getting the outside post. Hopefully she's a little bit more professional this time around. And I think if she just improves a little bit on what she did in that 4th place finish on September 11th, she's going to be plenty tough from that outside post. So I'm going to make her my best bet of the night and my single and that late pick 4 sequence. Let's recap what happened in last week's Mildred Vessels Memorial Handicap, the Grade 1 event for the fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Last Sunday here at Los Alamitos, they were going the distance of 400 yards. All eyes were on the tremendous champion Kiss Through Fire, who was drawing the outside post for Gentry Farms, and Juan Alaman. She was listed at 9-5 on Ed Burgert's morning line. The lightly raced Nymphette, who was 2 for 2 for James Bland and Dr. Ed Allred. She was coming off of a visually impressive looking wins there. And then the Idaho Invader, Patty Saint, a 12 for 17 resume, was coming into Los Al, looking to run back to her form. And she ended up taking the Mildred Vessels. Let's watch the replay and then catch up with an interview with Heath Hillman to learn more about him. And also, he was talking there with Daily Racing Forms, Steve Andersen, and our very own Professor G. Here's the replay.
And Kiss Through Fire, she's into odds on. The fans have flocked to her. She's 4-5 against a very good field. All in, ready to go. Racing! Nymphette begins quite well tonight. Reason to Fly MV is out of business. Kiss Through Fire is off the pace a little. Leah Carroll running a giant race. Patty Saint is a big threat. Last Raya Corona, Nymphette, All Points Bulletin, Kiss Through Fire. Patty Saint getting to the lead. Patty Saint has won from either Leah Carroll, Nymphette, or Kiss Through Fire. This Intermountain Win Machine, the Idaho bred Patty Saint, has taken Los Alamitos by storm.
Right, I can't do that. I mean, I have a business, and if I'm not installing garage doors, I'm not making any money. And this is, I mean, I love the horses, but it's not what feeds my family.
No, I understand.
So we'll,
You'll leave her here and
yeah.
then come
Monty
back and forth?
says I'm good. Whatever you want, I'll take care of her. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do, and we'll just come back. And
How big is your business? How many guys do you have working with you?
it's very small,
Is it?
small. Yeah, me and another guy. So when I'm not there, nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you need to fly out tomorrow to work on Tuesday?
I'm driving home tomorrow
to work on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Now, what do you?
And we have a very, very strong connection, me and her.
Good.
And it'll be that's my wife. She's like, are you really going to be able to leave her here for that long without you? And that's probably going to be the toughest part.
What do you have for a training facility there at the house?
You guys would be boggled.
Okay.
I mean, we have a 10-acre parcel there.
Yeah.
I have a little training track. I have a arena. My son, My kids do a lot of roping and, cowboy stuff and calf roping, team roping, all that kind of stuff. And so she doesn't get this.
Why not?
You don't, I mean, you guys are like, where did she come from? But you don't understand. Like, we gallop on a,
How big round is it?
it is like every lap is a quarter mile.
So it's like a high school track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what she gallops on.
Gallops on?
Well, a tremendous performance there by Patty Saint, taking the Mildred Vessels there under her regular rider, Jesus Virgen. Congratulations to the connections, owner, breeder Robert Harrison, and thank you to Steve Andersen and Professor G talking there with Heath Hillman, getting to a little bit more about him and what he's planning for Patty Saint. So it looks like she's going to stay here at Los Alamitos in the care of Monte Rosa, and Heath will be back later on in the season. Hopefully, we'll get to see Patty Saint back in the mix of things. Professor D also got a chance to catch up with owner Dan Wells after his contender Capture the Sea ended up winning the opening race of the daytime thoroughbred season here during September at Los Alamitos. So here's Professor G and Dan Wells there with Capture the Sea.
Capture the Sea has the lead with a 16th to go from around the dial and Storm Inside. Capture the Sea is the leader, and Mimi will be smiling down on this result. Capture the Sea defeats Around the Dial, Storm Inside, and they were followed by Project Leader.
We're here with owner Dan Wells after Capture the Sea won the first race of the September meet. And under very tough circumstances, Dan, first of all, from behalf of Los Alamitos Racecourse, our condolences on losing your mom, Martha and Mimi Wells. Huge supporter of horse racing, huge supporter of quarter horse racing here at Los Alamitos. But she would have certainly loved this
she was
moment.
Supposed to be here, yeah. It's rough. I don't know, magic or something. So sorry, it's like a whole lot of processing happening right now, but wow, what a neat moment. I have no words, but I'm just real proud of this horse and proud to be a part of Los Alamitos. I literally grew up here. I remember, what's funny about this inquiry, it was back in the 70s. I was born in 73, so like 78, 79 probably. There'd be an inquiry, because horse racing is tough, and my mom would, when there's an inquiry, she'd send us running around looking for tickets on the floor, and we'd bring them back and try to see if someone threw their ticket away. So it reminded me of that. So it's really special. I'm just grateful, and Mom, I love you so much, and I know you're here. So thanks.
Thank you.
Once again, our condolences to the friends and family of Miss Martha Wells, affectionately known as Mimi, who we unexpectedly lost just now a couple of Saturdays ago. So tough times there, losing someone of her stature, not only in the sport of quarter horse racing, but she was a big part here of California racing and Los Alamitos in general. So our condolences to the entire family and friends of Martha, Mimi Wells, who we, she passed away unexpectedly in her sleep couple of Saturdays ago. So please go to losalamitos.com and read up a little bit more about Martha, Mimi, as she was affectionately known. And again, our condolences to her family and friends. She was very influential in the sport of quarter horse racing, but also Los Alamitos in general. Most recently, one of her biggest years as owners was in 2020 when that homebred colt Tel Cartel, he had a sensational campaign, winning the Grade 1 Los Alamitos Winter Derby and Grade 1 Super Derby. He also won the El Primero del Año Derby. He ended up finishing second in the 2020 Champion of Champions. So Tel Cartel gave her a tremendous thrill and a tremendous campaign during that 2020 season that led to a few AQHA champion honors. So our condolences from myself and us here at Los Alamitos to the friends and family of Martha, Mimi Wells.
From the sale ring to quarter horse racing's biggest stage, graduates of the Los Alamitos Equine Sale have qualified to major stakes all around the country. Frivolous won the 2022 restricted Grade 1 Governor's Cup Futurity at Los Alamitos. Sicario V qualified to the 2022 Grade 1 All-American Futurity at Ruidoso Downs. Plus, many more graduates have also qualified to major races. The Los Alamitos Equine Sale returns with more outstanding prospects, October 1st and 2nd. Find your next star at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's program. Thank you again to Mike Wrona, Christopher Wade, and Professor G for getting us those video interviews. Best of luck with your selection this weekend. And reminder, for the horse players that want to get involved and win an NHC seat for the National Handicapping Championship in Las Vegas, you can do so this Saturday during the daytime program at Los Alamitos. There will be a handicapping contest. Go to losalamitos.com to find all the details, and you can win a seat to Vegas there via Los Alamitos. Another week of doubleheaders, daytime thoroughbred racing here at Los Alamitos. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're recording on Thursday after the races, so still 3 more days of daytime thoroughbred season, including the doubleheaders here with the nighttime on both Saturday and Sunday night. Before we leave, I do want to leave you with a preview of the Rolling A Ranch consignment there for the upcoming Los Alamitos Equine Sale. So enjoy this preview of what's to come at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale. We'll catch you next week here on the program.
Ed Allred, Quarter Horse Racing's all-time leading breeder, is dedicated to the breeding of world-class quarter horses. Like graded stakes winners Circle City and Frivolous, and All-American Futurity finalist Sicario V, Allred's Rolling A Ranch will be represented once again by a great consignment of yearlings at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale. Here are just some of the top yearlings that are part of this tremendous consignment. Hip 10 is Chardonnay, a filly by Kitty Up and out of the highly productive broodmare Girl's Choice. This filly is a full sister to Grade 1 Charger Bar winner Kitty Up Cowgirl and What a Way to Go Stakes winner Hot Little Kitty. Chardonnay's second dam is the 3-time Derby winner Girl Secrets. Hip 13 is Trending Right, a filly by Kitty Up and out of the mare Hardlining. This filly is a half-sister to stakes winner and Ed Burton Million Futurity runner-up Unchangeable and Tuffy, a 4-time stakes winner in Canada. Hips 19 and 20 are full sisters, sired by the great stallion Favorite Cartel and out of the Corona Cartel mare Heart's Delight. Heart's Delight's dam is the 2-time AQHA champion Higher Fire. Hip 23, Hot Horse, is a Favorite Cartel colt from the family of Los Alamitos 2 million Futurity winner Worth Doing. This family traces back to AQHA Dam of Distinction and AQHA champion Dashing Phoebe. Hip 46 is Kingman High, a Favorite Cartel colt out of Kingman Kid. He's a half-brother to graded stakes winners Hula Pie and Oatman, and the stakes winner Old 66. This is the family of Grade 1 winners Separatist, Make It Anywhere, and Kingman Kid. Hip 57 is Twice Over, a Favorite Cartel colt out of Look Her Over. He's a half-brother to 2019 AQHA World Champion He Looks Hot and Grade 1 winner Once Over. Look Her Over has also produced stakes winners Watch Out, Take a Look, and Could Be Hotter. This is the family of AQHA champions Hawkinson, Hawkish, and Flamin' Flash. Hip 58 is a filly by Favorite Cartel and Look Her Over. A full sister to hip number 57, she's another of the top standouts from Allred's consignment. Hip 60 is a Favorite Cartel colt out of the Dam Makeover, who has produced the 2-time graded stakes winner New Look and the stakes winner Total Change. His second dam is Elon Special, a winner of the All-American Futurity. Hip 61 is In the Mode, a Favorite Cartel filly out of Makeover. She's a full sister to hip number 60. In addition to New Look and Total Change, Makeover has also produced the Grade 1 stakes placed runner Renewed and Made Over. Hip 70 is the first foal out of the Walk-Through Fire mare Moonwalking. This Kitty Up filly is from the family of Grade 1 winner Circle City, Grade 2 winner Nomadic, and stakes winner Lovely Evening. Hips 95 and 96 are full brothers sired by Favorite Cartel out of the Stel Corona mare once again. Their second dam is Forgive Him, who has produced the 3-time graded Derby winner Forget It and the stakes winner She Forgives. Hip 108 is Certainly Fast, a fly through the fire filly out of the talented mare Realistically. Certainly Fast is a half-sister to Miss Princess Handicap winner Vivid and Autumn Stakes winner Just Be Real. Hip 110 is Count the Votes, a filly by Kitty Up out of Register to Win. She's a full sister to California Breeders' Freshman Stakes winner Tustin Kid. Day 2 of the equine sale will feature many of Rolling A Ranch's most promising racing prospects. Hip 131 is Arrogance Unlimited, a colt by Favorite Cartel and out of Special and Proud. He's a half-brother to Grade 1 Ed Burke Million Futurity finalist Sail Topper and 2022 Kindergarten Futurity finalist J Perfect Deal. Hip 139 is Cutesy, a filly by Favorite Cartel out of the stakes-winning mare Sweet TR. This young broodmare has already produced sales runner-up Noble Rearing and 2022 Governor's Cup Futurity finalist Chivalry. Hip 151, Let's Leave, is a Favorite Cartel colt and the first foal out of the stakes-winning mare Time to Leave. Let's Leave's Grand Dam is Departing, who produced the Grade 1 winner Snitcher and the Grade 1 Golden State Million finalist Long Gone. Hip 153 is a colt by Favorite Cartel out of the 3-time stakes winner Tough to Figure. Her wins included the Grade 3 Las Damas Handicap and Ivan Ashman Stakes. This is her first foal. This family includes Grade 1 winners Separatist, Waymaker, and Make It Anywhere. Hip 156 is Forever Up, a colt by Favorite Cartel, and out of the outstanding graded stakes winner Up For It. She won the Governor's Cup Futurity and has been a tremendous broodmare, producing the likes of Grade 1 winners Up and Atom, and She Goes Up, as well as the stakes winner Set For It. Hip 157 is a full brother to Hip 156. This Favorite Cartel colt out of Up For It is a full brother to Spencer Childers California Breeders' Championship Handicap winner Up and Atom. Hip 186 is a filly by Favorite Cartel out of the stakes winner Bemused. She's a full sister to 2022 Grade 1 Ruidoso Futurity finalist Beneficial and a half-sister to PCQH-RA Breeders' Derby finalist Benevolent. Her second dam is Just Think, who produced 3-time Grade 1 winner Check My Thoughts. Hip 232 is Head for Home, a filly by Fly Through the Fire out of Departing, the dam of Grade 1 Vessels Maturity winner Snitcher, and Denim and Diamonds winner Time to Leave. Hip 233 is a colt by the sensational sire Apolitical Jess and out of Grade 1 winner Dynastia Toll BRZ. This colt is a half-brother to 2-time champion FDD Dynasty and 5 other stakes winners, including Grade 3 winner Staggering Stride and JM Mr. Destiny, a 440-yard stakes winner during his 2-year-old campaign. Hip 234 is a full sister to Hip 233. Her sire, Apolitical Jess, was the 2010 AQHA World Champion and has sired superstars like Expressum, Apocalyptical Jess, Apolitical Blood, and over 100 other stakes winners. Hip 247 is Noon It Is, a colt by Foose out of Now You Come at Noon, who is a sister to Grade 1 winners 10 O'Clock Scholar and Diller $1. She's also the dam of the stakes winner Scholarly. Hips 248 and 249 are full brothers and are 2 of the standouts of the entire sale. Both were sired by Favorite Cartel and are out of the red-hot mare Nymph, who is the dam of Grade 2 PCQH-RA Breeders' Futurity winner Monopolist, who ran second to Impression in the Grade 1 Vessels Maturity. Nymph is also the dam of 2022 All-American Futurity runner-up Sicario V, 2022 Grade 1 Governor's Cup Futurity winner Frivolous, and 2022 Debutante Stakes winner Nymphette. She's also produced Grade 1 Derby finalist Gentleman Chuck and 2-time stakes finalist Nevada Charles. Hip 248 is a February colt. Hip 249 is a January colt. Both are tremendous specimens from one of the hottest breeding lines in quarter horse racing. The Los Alamitos Equine Sale will be held on October 1st and 2nd. To view the full catalog online, visit LosAlamitosequinesale.com.